Howdy YouTube, it's Joe from Project Unchained. I'm in the backyard that I'm staying at right now, which I'm going to be in until September 1st when I go to Orlando, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, other places. Check out my subscribe button so you can learn more about the trips and how to live life on the road, making money online and traveling el mundo, el mundo entero, the entire world. So that's going to be first. So after you hit the subscribe button, I'm going to share you a little. Let me get my words straight. I'm going to share with you a little bit of an update for me. I'm about to go to sleep, take a nap, because I'm tired as fudge. Tired as fudge. I don't want to scare you guys away by having profanity language yet. That's going to be later, once you guys are comfortable with me. Once we're comfortable with each other. But I just got my last checkup for LASIK. I have 2015 vision for life, man. Yeah, I'm super excited. And that is, I'm happy because I can see like forever into the distance, into the future. I like to say. I'm really happy because I'm starting to see some engagement in the group. I see people like posting things. I love it. I'm actually doing a live call in my Facebook group. Right now is a Project Unchained Facebook group, putting some details on it. I'm becoming a little bit selective about who I want in right now because I want to get the most value for people. I want to bring the most value to the table and be able to be the best place for my 40 members. I think it's around 40 now. For my 40 members to enjoy and to learn to live their lifestyle. I think it's enough people right now where I have people to work with. So you can visit and you can request. Right now, I'm not letting in any more people just because I want to work with the people I have right now. But I'm happy to give a couple tips on my YouTube channel, and then I will be inviting more people in later. You can get on the wait list by adding yourself to the group, which I'll put the link in there. But my name's Joe. Let's see, what's some good tips? Some good quick travel tips I can give you. If you're on a flight and you don't have anywhere to be specifically, if there's no clear deadlines, and the people that you're with are comfortable either doing it with you or waiting for you at like a day at the destination, put yourself on the volunteer list. The reason is, if you put yourself on the volunteer list, you will likely be chosen to give up your seat and go on a later flight to the same destination. A, you will B, get a ton of money for it in the tune of a couple $100s to maybe even $1,000 or more, depending on where you're going and how much they're inconveniencing you. In travel credit. It's only in travel credit, good for a whole year. So if you travel enough, that should be good for you. And then you can also ask them for some vouchers for food. Now, extra tips. I'm going to give you a story right now because stories are easy to remember than information. I learned this directly from Christopher Kai on a live call. He's a billionaire networker. He knows Elon Musk. He knows. He met Richard Branson several times. He networks with. He knows my mentor Matt Pocious. He's met with several billionaires, and is very, very good at networking with people. And he at one point started with no network, like everybody, of course. But he wasn't born into it, and he had to learn how to network with people at the very, very top. And stories are easier to remember than information. So I'm going to explain that to you. I'm going to share that with you. Stories, for instance. Here's a story about one time that I went on the volunteer list. Saturday, I was in Vegas. I was coming back from eBay Open, this conference, and on my way back, I had the option to go volunteer. I was checking in my ticket at the automatic check-in booth at United Airlines. And it said, okay, if you want to go to United Airlines, if you want to go on the volunteer list, here's your opportunity, and you might be chosen to take a later flight. Take this stub and bring it to the guy or gal at the ticket counter. So I did. I went through security, and I brought that to the ticket counter, and she was like, okay, there is a seat we need we will give $550 to you if you take it right now. I'm like, well, how high can you go? And this is the important part I want you to listen to. How high can you go? And she said, I can go up to 600. And I'm like, 750 and it's a deal. She's like, okay, I'll talk to the other person, see if he's down. She couldn't find the other person. I came back every 15 minutes or so. It was time to board, and I said, hey, so we have a deal? And she's like, no, not yet. I can do up to 600. I'm like, okay, well, I'll get on the plane. Because for me, I wanted her to push it because she's inconveniencing me, and I'd rather, get enough to get some flights, some really good flights for me, because, I bought the ticket and I might as well use it. But if it could pay for, say, my ticket from Argentina or Brazil, depending on where I'll be, over to Lithuania in November, then that's worth it for me. She said, oh, wait, hold on. And I'm like, no, it's not really worth it for me. I'm going to go online. So I went in line. I was one of the last people about to board. And as I was boarding, she's like, you know what? We can do it. We can do 750. And I said, okay. So she gave me 750, and I'm like, this is really funny. I was just kind of flirting and just joking around. And I learned something, which gives you a lesson, is that you should probably flirt if you have the opportunity, because it's fun. I wasn't really attracted to her, but I like flirting. I'm a flirty personality, and people know when I'm flirting with them for real and when I'm flirting with them for not real. So I do make a distinction. But she had to get my address for something, for some kind of something to send me. She was probably sending me some kind of thank you or whatever. And I said, I only give my address out to people if you've bought dinner for me. And she's like, oh, well, let me buy you dinner then. And she gave me 3 vouchers for food for the day. And it was so funny because she was bragging to her co-workers that she bought dinner for me. She's like, oh yeah, I bought dinner for him. Which I thought was hilarious. That was so funny. But So she gave me those vouchers, which is perfect because, airport food is really, really expensive. And she gave me $30 for the day. Each one was $10. So the lesson I learned from that was you have to make sure that you ask for the coupons, for the voucher coupons. They won't necessarily offer that to you up front, but if you ask for them, it really doesn't cost much to them. I think they probably can give out a certain amount per day or something like that. It probably doesn't cost them that much, and they can also negotiate with you. So that's my tip for this call: is go on the volunteer list if you can afford to get to your destination later. Go on the volunteer list. A, B, negotiate when they give you an option, and if stick to your negotiation point, and if they don't meet it, then you just go on the plane, and they'll probably meet it if they need you. And then the last one is ask for vouchers for meals for the plane. So that's a really big tip. That's going to get you a lot of extra money. For me, I got $750, which will mostly cover the cost of my plane ticket from Argentina or Brazil to Vilnius, Lithuania. And that's that. Buy it. Wish you the best. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, and I will definitely make an announcement once I'm ready to bring more people into the group. I think that it's a really, really good amount of people right now, so that I can focus on them and focus on giving them the best attention I can, and making sure everybody is taken care of. I want to make sure that that's happening before I take more people on, because the more people I take on, the more work it'll be, and the less I'll be able to give individual attention, and I want to make sure that I give good experience to everybody in the group. But I wish you the best, and cheers.